The central park of the Tashkent to do the interview is one of the best YouTube bloggers.
My name is Konstantin. I am the host of Inside Russia. The prices that surprised me very much. This event is what has been driving Russians to move to Uzbekistan.
We came to the central park of the Tashkent, and the reason of coming to this magnificent park is to do the interview with one of the best YouTube bloggers. So stand still, watching my YouTube video till the end. Hi.
Hello.
Would you introduce yourself?
My name is Konstantin. I am the host of Inside Russia YouTube channel. I reside in Moscow, Russia, but presently I am here in Uzbekistan, in the capital city of Tashkent.
Yeah. So it means that you have great experience of living different countries.
I do. I've lived outside of Russia half of my adult life. I lived for about 9 years in the USA, and I lived here in Tashkent for a couple years in Uzbekistan a long time ago, and then I spent close to a year in Ukraine.
Oh, that's great. You know, I have seen many bloggers and CIS people who moved to Uzbekistan. And would you like to tell me your story, your own decision? Why did you decide to live here in Uzbekistan?
Well, back 10 years ago, I lived in Uzbekistan for 2 years. It was a business decision.
Yeah.
I moved here. I had a company in Russia, in St. Petersburg. But to make our costs of labor lower, we opened an office here in Uzbekistan. We hired locals, and they worked for for our company, but we used to pay so much lower than we paid in Russia. Okay? So that was a business decision. And right now I am here on a business trip to do some business development for my company and due to some personal reasons.
Oh, that's great. Would you compare the standard living of the capital city Uzbekistan, Tashkent, and the capital city of Russia, Moscow?
Standard of living, my standard of living in Moscow is the same as in Tashkent. But if you compare in general, then, well, in Moscow, the standard of living is higher because in general in Russia it's higher. In Uzbekistan, it's lower, but the prices that surprised me very much. Like 10 years ago, I found prices, everyday prices for food, vegetables, meat, and everything, about 5 to 6 times lower than in Moscow, than they were in Moscow. But when I returned to Tashkent this time, I was really surprised to find that the prices have skyrocketed. And for some things, they're almost as high as the prices in Moscow. This is crazy. I don't know how the locals live here nowadays,
Yeah, the same question for locals. So when I've searched about Tashkent, 2 years ago, I saw the lower prices, but when we came today, very high, comparingly even more than in Almaty in Kazakhstan. So, and I'm also surprised that in Kazakhstan there are a lot of Uzbek people. What is the reason to come to Kazakhstan? What do you think about that?
Labor migrants, they're looking for better pay, basically, and that's it. Their families remain here in Uzbekistan, but they move to Kazakhstan, to Russia, to other countries they can, where they can make more money, and they, send money to their families here in Uzbekistan, and then they work, they provide, they save. After a couple of years of being away, they come back to Uzbekistan, rich people, they buy cars, they buy the apartments, they start businesses and so forth.
Yeah, and the next question is personal for you. Do you feel at home in Uzbekistan?
No, of course not. My home is in Russia. There are 2 countries I feel at home. One is Russia, and another one is the USA, because I lived there for 9 years and that was my home. So I call it second home. And Uzbekistan, I'm a guest here. I am on purpose. I've come here. I enjoy very much while being here. I enjoy, local traditions, food, hospitality, and everything else. But certainly, it's not my home. It's not.
So, and how local people treat foreigners? Have you met maybe special moments that foreign people felt themselves at home because of the hospitality, or how local people treat them?
Feeling at home is a very, very strong word. You know what I mean?
Really?
You can't feel at home anywhere but home.
Yeah.
But I've met lots of locals. I meet them every day. And you know what? They are awesome. Uzbek people are very hospitable. They smile. They're happy in general. Hey, it's a sunny place. If you go to Moscow, like I am wearing a t-shirt right now, and in Moscow, it's still snow on the ground, okay? So it makes me happy. Uzbek people, they live here year-round and sunny, nice, warm climate, excellent food, excellent, everything. Excellent nature, and then they're happy, and they show it to me, and they're very welcoming, they're very warm. Then, especially when they hear me speaking English, Russian, they're used to Russians, okay? Russians are not novelty in this country, but if they hear me speak English, they're like, wow, it's a Martian. He just came from Mars, and then he's walking on the street, and they usually go, oh, where are you from, America? And I say them, I never lie, I say, well, I'm from Moscow, Russia. They're like, oh, okay. Something like that.
Yeah, and why do you think there are a lot of Russian-speaking people in Uzbekistan, mainly in Tashkent?
This is a very recent phenomena. The past 3-4 weeks, I would say. Obviously, there is a special military operation going on in Russia against Ukraine. Russian military is conducting this operation, and a lot of Russians, they don't like that, and they leave to find work, to find, some of them leave permanently, some of them go on extended vacations, depending. But this event is what has been driving Russians to move to Uzbekistan and reside here. I've met a lot of Russians who come here, and they feel like they're still up in the air. They don't know whether it's going to be their final destination or it's a transition, or no one really knows what's going on,
Are they moving with their family?
Some are, some don't. I'd say that most people, young people, they don't have families. They move either couples or just by themselves. And then I have seen younger families with kids, like little kids. 3-4 people moved here from, families up to three people moved from Russia to Uzbekistan. Actually, if you walk around this park right now, you will see Russian families.
Yeah, I've already seen today a lot of people from Russia.
Yep.
Like 1 in 2 person. So,
1 in 2,
yeah.
But that's only in the center of the city.
By the way,
if you go out to sleeping communities, to outside of Tashkent, you will not see many Russians. Russians, they inhabit the very center of Tashkent.
Oh, yeah, that's it. And what kind of cities would you suggest to visit in Uzbekistan?
If you are here in Uzbekistan for the first time, I definitely suggest visiting Samarkand, Bukhara, and Khiva. So that's a good start.
Oh, great. And the historical city, the most one is
Bukhara.
Bukhara?
Bukhara, yeah. Bukhara it still has a remaining citadel. It's so authentic. Samarkand is close, okay? Samarkand has this area called Registan, and then it has Ulugh Observatory, the remainings. Then it has the graves of famous Uzbeks and so forth. But for me, Bukhara is number one.
Oh, great. So have you learned everything from living here about Uzbekistan?
Yeah, yes, I have.
Okay.
Quite a bit.
And do you know what kind of industry are developed here in Uzbekistan?
Industry number one is cotton, Uzbekistan is in top 3 countries in the world that grows and sells cotton. And then they have gold, gold mines. They have uranium. They have produce, obviously. They grow so much of fruits and vegetables.
You know, today I've met a lot of cars Chevrolet. Is it monopoly here?
Well, it's not a monopoly technically, but they have the huge factory of car manufacturer Chevy. I don't even believe it's not American anymore. It's just the brand name. But yeah, the most affordable cars are manufactured here in Uzbekistan and Tashkent, and then everything else, like if you import a car from abroad, you have to pay so much money, the duty on top of what the car costs. So that's why they buy locally made. Then in the recent years, there's been civil construction. They're building so many different apartment blocks, houses. So that's an industry #1 in Tashkent right now. So.
Oh, it seems to me it's kind of developing country, yeah?
Yes, growing.
Nice. Growing country,
yes,
yeah.
It's growing.
Might be growing.
It's growing.
Thank you so much for your answers. I hope for my viewers it will be also interesting to know more about Tashkent, to know more about Uzbekistan. Thank you for watching this video till the end. I hope you hear me. Okay. Thank you for watching this video till the end. I was happy to have you on my YouTube channel. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, click the like button, and drop your comments down below. See you next time. Goodbye.
Bye. Thank you.